Hello and welcome to Trains and Viatic. If you watched last week's video, you should recognise these buildings. I'm doing some more work to them today. You'll notice on this building the pavement's looking different. That's because once I've got the building built, I go through and pave the pavement. So I'll show you what products I use for it and explain how I do it. So stay tuned and I'll show you what I'm up to. This is a product I use for my paving. It's a Metcalfe product again. I have had this pack for quite a while, as you can tell. But it's self-adhesive paving slabs. You can see that I use it a lot because this is what you get in the pack. So you get 4 different types of paving slabs. You get two large corners. You get curbstones. You get small corners and half bricks. You get full bricks and you get large bricks. And you get a few other mixed in. So it gives you a good mix for what you need to do with it. The other product I use for doing this is my trusted Yoo-Hoo glue. I'm going through so much at the moment, I have actually done a bulk order. So I'll show you how I do this. For this project I use several tools. Power scissors, scalpel, roller, glue and the actual product. So you have 2 different ways of doing this. The first and most sensible way, so not the way that I do it, is to actually measure what size that is, your gap, and then measure your tiles to work out which ones you need. So that is about half an inch, and that's about an inch. The other way is to just pick and place. So first thing I do, I have found that adhesive can be a little bit lacking at times, especially when I have had the product for a good little while. First thing I do is I just put a little bit of glue down. Not too much, just to do a few little slabs. I have learned a little go a long way. So you just put a place of glue down, as you can see there. Then you grab your slabs. And just place them. I can see on this road I've got 2 little things I need to do. Just slightly bring it forward, and I'm going to be needing to use half slabs as well. Make sure not to drop it like I did there. Try to make sure to keep everything in neat lines. So I grab a few half slabs, place that in the glue, and then fit the last half slab. Then just to finish everything off, I just give it a little tap with a roller, just to keep everything in place. So whereabouts I have something like that entrance, again I just measure what size it need. So that will just take a standard slab, and then I just place it. So I do use the scalpel to position stuff at times. I know not necessarily the best idea, but also not the worst idea. So you just place it where you want it. and then that's placed. So I'll go through and gradually put them all down. I find this take quite a while to do, and it's something I do while I have other projects on the go, so I won't show you this finished, as I need to take a few other things into consideration. I'll be needing a few holes to actually screw the board that this gets fixed to down, and also need some holes for street lights, which I'll show in another episode. So this is basically how I do it, and yes, I will be swapping this one. I'll actually do that right now while I remember. You can see the glue's already starting to set, so just put a bit more glue down. You need to be very sparing with the glue. A little drop go a long way. So I go and get this tile, and you can see that actually fit quite a lot better. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you enjoy it and find it useful. I strongly recommend using these paving slabs. You can cut them about quite easily with a pair of scissors. It does involve a bit of planning, and it does take a long while to actually do if you want to get a nice result. Make sure to put some glue down just to add to the self-adhesive bit, and you can get some very nice results. And try not to let glue to go everywhere. I'll be able to hide it with a person eventually. So make sure to like, subscribe and comment. I'll see you next time. Like normal, if it haven't turned up now, it will do shortly. There will be links to previous videos and a link to subscribe. I hope you have a good time modelling. See you next time, Richard.